Bienvenidos, welcome to Spain on a Fork. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to make a Spanish vegetable paella with roasted peppers and asparagus. This is such a stunning paella. You know, you don't always have to use seafood or meat when you're making a paella, but you do need to use the right ingredients and cook it in the right technique. That way it has that authentic Spanish flavor, like the one we're making today, loaded with so many flavors, very easy to make and done in 45 minutes. Plus this paella is gluten-free and vegan, the perfect dish for virtually everyone. Now to make this paella, I do have a couple recommendations. The first thing is the broth. Make sure you use a high quality vegetable broth. Don't use the cheap stuff, or make your own at home. Make sure you use round rice. Round rice is very similar to medium grain rice or arborio rice. And of course saffron. Use some good quality saffron. This is the essence of Spanish paellas. Don't use the imitation stuff. Use some high quality saffron threads like the ones I'm using from Golden Saffron. This is some high quality stuff. Really takes this paella to the next level of greatness. You guys know I can't say enough great things about this saffron. Link in the description box below where you guys can get this. Alright folks, let's get cooking. We're going to begin by grabbing 10 large asparagus, rinsing them under cold running water, and then pat them dry with some paper towels. Then you want to cut off between 2 to 3 inches from the end and chop each asparagus into 1-inch pieces. Then I'm going to grab a jar of roasted red bell peppers. I'm going to grab about 5 of them. Pat them dry with some paper towels. And then roughly chop them. I also have reserved here 4 cloves of garlic that I finely minced and half of an onion that I finely diced. You also want to reserve 1 cup of lima beans. The ones I'm using are frozen. If you can't get them like that in your area, you can just use the jarred ones. Also reserve half a cup of canned tomato puree. This is basically tomato sauce. 1 cup of brown rice. And 2 1/4 cups of a good quality vegetable broth. Now we can start cooking our paella. Grab a paella pan, heat it with a medium-high heat, and add 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. 2 minutes after adding the oil, add the pieces of asparagus and mix them around with the oil. About 3 minutes after adding the asparagus, make a well in the middle, and add the diced onions and the minced garlic and mix them around. About 1 minute after adding the garlic and the onions, add the roasted bell peppers and mix everything together. Then you want to add half a teaspoon of sweet smoked paprika, season with sea salt, and freshly cracked black pepper, and mix it all together. Once it's well mixed, we're going to add the half cup of tomato puree, season again with sea salt, and mix it all together. Once everything's well mixed, you want to add the 1 cup of lima beans. If you're using the frozen kind, add them now. If you're using the jarred ones, wait till later on. And mix it all together. About 1 minute after adding the beans, add the broth into the pan. Again, this was 2 1/4 cups of vegetable broth. And pinch in half a teaspoon of saffron threads. And give it all a quick mix. Once the broth comes to a boil, add the 1 cup of round rice. And you want to gently mix it around so it's evenly distributed. After this point, you don't want to mix the rice anymore, but you can always give the pan a quick shake. About 10 minutes after adding the rice into the pan, and there's very little broth left, lower the fire to a medium-low heat. And we're going to let this simmer for about 3 minutes. After simmering this for about 3 minutes and there's very little broth left, let's go ahead and hit it with a high heat. This is going to achieve the famous socorat, that layer of caramelized rice underneath. After 2 minutes, remove the paella pan from the heat. cover it with some foil paper and a dishcloth. After leaving our paella covered for 5 minutes, go ahead and uncover it. And look how beautiful this came out. And garnish it with a couple wedges of lemon. Okay guys, our paella is done. How easy was it to make this dish? I'm gonna get in there and give it a try and let you know how it turned out. Before I do that, let me show you the famous sokora, which is that layer of caramelized rice underneath. All right guys, here we go. What an incredible flavor to this paella. I'm telling you, all these ingredients work so amazing. Those roasted peppers with the asparagus, the saffron, the smoked paprika, everything works out so perfectly, and the rice is perfectly cooked. Use a good quality vegetable broth because that really flavors a lot of this dish. Amazing paella, done in 45 minutes, gluten-free, vegan, the perfect paella for virtually anybody. Before I go, I'd like to give out a quick shout out to one of my patrons, Mike and Kelly Thompson. Thank you so much for all your support. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon to receive future notifications. Till the next time, hasta luego.